currently October 1st, the last day, or the last full day of Overwatch 1 before Overwatch 2 comes out, October 4th, this upcoming Tuesday. And Overwatch 1 servers will be deleted or shut down tomorrow, I think. I'm not sure what time. But this is my last game of Overwatch. It's pretty sad because I love Overwatch. It's fun. And I will go over like all my stats and everything in Overwatch after this match. And it's kind of disappointing where I ended. But let's get into the match.
It's time to act.
Imagine the worst possible.
Why can I switch characters? So this game, by the way, definitely wasn't my best. But it was good enough for me to say my last game.
Thank you.
I'm ready to initiate self-destruct sequence. Grounding tower to forward barrier. Up. Down. Defense matrix activated. Grounding tower to forward barrier. Fall back.
Here, I wanted to bomb, but realized that two people just died and decided not to, so. Oh wait, I want to see where that Ana was. I didn't see an Ana. knocked her off the map. Wait. No way. That's hilarious.
I'll show them.
That's funny. It might look like this fight is over, but when I'm Baby Diva, I can pop off.
Time to raise my APM. I'm gonna shoot you down.
Oh, it decided to back out here.
Shield. Time to raise my APM. New objective. Get the payload moving. Get through this. No. Thank you. Routing power over shield. I'm just warmed up.
Boom! I punched the door down.
And now
It's fun.
I'm ready to initiate self-destruct sequence.
See through the dagger.
Just wanted to play with the Winston and up him out. And then Nano Doom in the back line. Killed me and everything. Ooh, that unknown one. Everything. Yeah. Not sure what was happening with our team. I don't know why we didn't push in. I'm gonna run by. This is why I hate Hog. That was unfortunate. Doom stunned me there. No, I'm on ball.
It's high tide.
This is so close. Oh my goodness, that was 1 HP. That bomb almost got us off. But then she rematched. And we C9'd there. That was winnable. But we pushed it far. So let's see what happens in the next round.
Initiating match.
So that was Diva pretty much the entire game except for the end of this ball. But I wanted to go. I kind of wanted to go Hog, but that would just go against my morals, everything in my moral standards, and I didn't want to play Hog in my last game, so I went Sigma instead, so that I could at least try to rock the Doomfist. And actually, I was just at a gaming cafe playing on PC, and I had locked at least 2 shatters as Sigma today. And at least 2 more as Reinhardt. But here I have no clue what was going on. Like, everyone is just everywhere. I had no clue what was going on. And they got that really fast. Most of this round, I was just kind of confused at what was happening. Cause like, yeah, we have to see, cause I don't know what's happening. Right here I was seeing a lot of picks going our way, so I was like, okay. So I wanted to go to the cart, and then all of a sudden, I just turn around and there's like half enemy team going on me, and I'm like alone. I have no clue how this happened. Cause like, I was seeing a bunch of picks going on our way, like down here. So I wanted to come around and stop the cart and whatever, kill anyone on the cart. But then all of a sudden, I find myself alone right here, and like half the enemy team chasing me down with literally, I don't know where my team is right here. I was just confused, like what was happening.
That music. It's playing again. Easy. I'm on fire.
like right there, I was kind of confused too, because I don't, I don't know what was happening. I was trying to kill it, and then all of a sudden I got charged and then died.
If only the answers were simple.
I mean, that's my fault for.
Activating the barrier.
I kind of just wasted my abilities right there. I wanted to try to save that grade. And then, yeah, this isn't the best. This defense phase, I was not doing the best.
If only the answers were simple.
Barrier in place.
Pardon.
Let's get you back out there. Damage increase.
Over here. Oh, through me.
Okay, so right here, I knew he had Shatter. Like, I predicted he had Shatter. And right here, I would have blocked it. I was holding my shield down, but I was in the middle of firing. So it went down after the Shatter. I forgot what blocked it. But I was holding my shield down right here, but I was already in the process of shooting. Luckily, our Ryan blocked it. And then there it was just like, heal me, heal me.
My blade is in sight.
Yeah, right there, I'm just trying to test it. Like, you can't put your shield out while you're in the middle of firing. And I guess I didn't know that. So I was... Alright.
Step right.
And just like, ignore you. Oh, he got worried with that. Okay, I didn't realize that here. Yeah, I didn't realize the bomb got so many kills here.
Let them up. Get in here. Meteor strike.
60 seconds remaining.
Sadly, I missed my rock right there. But, yeah, I didn't get any picks.
Triple
Oh, that was funny. So there's 20 seconds left. We have a bunch of ults. So I just 360 no scope and then hit someone.
10 seconds.
Our Cray gets 2 picks. Next, kill the Diva. And I get the Zarya. And my last game of Overwatch, I get the last kill too. In the last game of Overwatch, and I use my emote to sit down and relax. And as I wait for Overwatch 2. And that's the ending of the game. So, it wasn't the best game in the world, but it wasn't a bad game either, and I won. So, I was happy to conclude Overwatch. So now I'm going to go through all my stats and history of Overwatch. So, yeah, starting with the skins, I have most of the skins for all the characters. I have everything for Diva, almost everything for Genji, Hanzo. I have almost everything unlocked. Makes sense since I've been playing for 5 years. At least, I think. I think 5 years. And so, yeah. I have all these. Then I have no loot boxes and 1,530 credits left. And those will be converted. Actually, I'm not sure. They will be converted to legacy coins once Overwatch 2 comes out. And yeah. Then Overwatch League spoilers. I have a bunch of Overwatch League tokens and a lot of the skins for Overwatch League. Got some highlights of the day. And so yeah, career profile. So that's first into all modes. I am silver 5 stars with 38 levels, almost gold border, which is like almost 1,200, 1,300, level 1,300, or I'm level 6 plus 5, 1,138, I think. And I'm really close to 1,139, only like 600 XP away. I have a total time played on this account of 1,206 hours in Overwatch. Which is a lot. I also have a couple other accounts. My PC account is level 80, I believe. So with those combined, I am past gold border level 2 1,200. I also think I have like 2 other console accounts that are really low level, like level 20 or level 25, I think. Just barely enough to play comp with. I obviously haven't played one of those like at all. So they would add some hours played. Probably altogether another 100 hours on all those, my PC account plus the other 2 accounts, roughly. So I have roughly 1,300 hours playing the game. 646 of which is playing comp on this account, which is over half of the time played. Kind of crazy. I mainly only play comp. Then 312 hours. Half of the amount I've played comp with is in the arcade, because like warming up in the arcade. As you can see, I like rarely play quick play. I mainly only play arcade to warm up, like Mystery Heroes or Gun Game or whatever. Then I have 129 hours in quick play. I barely play quick play. And 111 hours in the game browser, which is almost as much as I have in quick play. And that is because I'm playing in my teams and scrims and league games. Those are all in game browser, and that's why I have such a high amount of time playing in the game browser. And I only have 7 hours in experimental. I barely played that. Then we get 544 hours time played as tank, 462 hours played as damage, and 200 hours as support. With that many games won. Next, we're gonna my most played characters. D.Va with 146 hours, way above any other character. I've played D.Va, and yeah, she's my main. I've loved playing her, and she's really fun playing. I'm probably going to, probably not main her, but I'm probably going to play her a lot in Overwatch 2 too, because she's pretty good, at least from what I've seen in the Overwatch League. In this, like, in the Countdown Cup, D.Va's being used a lot more, so I might play her. Then Zarya, which I think is going to be my actual main in Overwatch 2. Because the being able to bubble yourself twice and everything is really good. And she has 108 hours. Pretty nice. Then Junkrat is my third most played character. And I'm like, how is that possible? Because I rarely ever play him anymore. I barely have played him in the past, like, couple years, probably. But he was my most played character by far back when I started playing Overwatch, and for a couple, like, years too, so that's why he's that high. Then I got Reinhardt with 83 hours, which makes sense. I've played a lot of Reinhardt. I don't like, well, I do like playing Reinhardt, but I also don't like playing Reinhardt. It's just whatever with Reinhardt. I used to love playing him. Back before Roblox, I played him a lot more. And then Sigma, one of the newest characters, has 58 hours. Not bad. Ana is my most paid support, of course. This is disappointing. I wish I had 0 hours. I wish I had 0 hours in Roadhog. I mean, Roadhog's fun. I just really hate him. But I understand that he's pretty fun to play, and I've obviously played him. He's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th most played character. So yeah. Then Lucio, Orisa, Wrecking Ball. That's actually kind of surprising. Tracer. That's also surprising. I would think Tracer is a little higher, because I've played Tracer a lot. And Mei, Genji. Same with Genji. I played Tracer and Genji the past couple of seasons a lot. Moira, Winston, Echo, Reaper, Doom, Widow, 25 hours. It's kind of surprising. Cassidy, Astra McCree, Zenyatta, Hanzo, Soldier, Baptiste, Ashe, Mercy, Pharah, Sombra, Brig. I think this is the last support, my least paid support. Then you get Sim, Bastion, and Torb. It is my least played characters. Sim, Bastion, and Torb. It's combined 31 hours, which is less than a third of the amount of time I've played D.Va. So, yeah. this is all time played, and I kind of want to see games won, 300 with D.Va. Win percentage, Torb is my highest win percentage, 69%. All time, I have a 56 win rate with D.Va in all modes. And then, I don't think the other stats really matter. Now let's go to competitive. All seasons, I'm going to say. Most paid D.Va, Zarya, Rhine, then Junkrat. And that kind of makes sense. Win rate. My highest win rate is on Tracer. Kind of surprising, honestly. And then D.Va is 55, just barely over 50%, which is a little sad, but also meh. Most of my characters are at 50, just right at 50, just below 50, which kind of makes sense. Now, gonna go all the way down to, I think, my first season and go through my history of Overwatch. My first season ever played, I placed 1997 and then finished 1938. I barely played comp at all. Back in this season, season 7. But Junkrat was my main. Then we get season 8. I placed 1774, it dropped a bit, and finished at 1528. Not very good, but I was still a beginner at Overwatch. Junkrat was my most played character. Then we get to season 9, and that's when I reached my highest point. Just kidding. I reached bronze. Playing mostly Reinhardt, Moira, and Junkrat. Season 9. Season 10 is the first time I start playing D.Va, I guess. And I get 1 hour with her, compared to 4 hours with Junkrat. Finished 1310, not much higher than the last season. My highest point that season was 1397, but I didn't really play a lot. Next season was when I reached silver again, so I was in bronze for like 2 seasons. Yeah, I was only in bronze for 2 seasons. And I actually remember getting out of bronze. I was playing Junkrat, and I played with this one guy, who I guess, or said that he was like masters and he was smurfing, and we played for a couple hours on like a massive win streak, and I climbed out of silver playing with him, and yeah, so I actually remembered getting out of silver that way, and I finished 1588, reached 1700, so I must have lost one. But I mostly played Junkrat. Season 12, I climbed a bit, climbed in silver, mostly playing Junkrat and Rhine. Season 13, I finished 1921, so close to gold, and 1995 was my highest. And as you can see, this is when I probably start playing more tanks. This was still an open queue, obviously. So yeah, season 14. I reached gold for the first time. Season 14. I'm pretty sure. I don't actually remember. But I'm pretty sure I reached it playing Zarya. And that's why I have 2 hours on her. But, obviously I've played more Rhine this season. And I dropped out of gold, finishing in 1940 in silver. But the next season, I climbed back to gold and finished 1993, which is slightly under 2000, but it finished in gold. And Ana was my most played. That's kind of surprising. But I do remember liking Ana. And this is when I stopped playing Junkrat mainly and started meaning supports and tank, mostly tank. But Ana was up there. And I was just a big flex back then. Then, as you can see, I've played, like, Rhine, Orisa, and then Zarya are my top tanks. I climbed a bit this season, finished 2191. Season 17, Orisa was my most played character, followed by Reinhardt and Junkrat. Then this is the last season of Open Queue, season 17. That was like 3 years ago, I think. I don't even know how long ago. But I finished at 2331, which is pretty close to platinum. And so when season 18 came around, I played mostly tank, as you can see. I finished 2444 as tank, but I had reached plat for the first time. My season high was 2528, and I was proud of that. And then my damage and support was both pretty low gold. Which made sense to me because I mainly played tank before OpenQ. Yeah, let's see the progress I've made since 18. Sadly, it's not that much. Season 19, I reached plat and stayed in plat and tank. I climbed a bit as support and a little bit as damage too, I believe. And I mostly played Zarya. Season 20, sheesh. I climbed from 2244 to 2500 in DPS. It's playing Reaper and Junkrat mostly. And Mei. Reaper and Mei. Oh yeah, that was kind of the meta back then. And yeah, I've started playing a lot more Zarya. I still don't play D.Va that much back here. So yeah. Season 21, I climb a bit more, both rows. I play DPS a lot less though. And D.Va is my top played character this season. I start playing D.Va a lot more. Season 21, again, Zarya and D.Va are my top characters. And I finished 2908. Well, no, I didn't finish. I peaked 2908. But then went on a pretty big losing streak and finished 2653. I think I remember that losing streak and being mad about that, but yeah. Meanwhile, my damage is still plat, and my support is still pretty low in gold. Next season, I drop into gold in damage, but I climb about 1500 from my final. Or no, I climb about 100 from in tank. Played a lot of Sigma and Zarya. Less D.Va. Season 24, I finally reached plat in all 3 roles. And Zarya was my most played character. Season 24. Now we get season 25. I climb so high, almost into diamond. Finished 2900. I was so close. My support dropped back into gold. And my DPS is still plat. D.Va's my most played character In season 26, I finally did it. I reached third diamond, season 26, 3,000. My damage did drop down into gold again, and surprisingly, Roadhog is my second most played character this season. And I remember reaching diamond, playing Zarya a couple games, actually. So I think I've reached my peaks playing Zarya. So just keeping that in mind. And now, season 27. This next couple seasons, or like, season 26, 27, I think 28, I just diamond, plat. And you see, my season high, 3,010. Oh, got Overwatch tokens. Then I finished 2895. And then my damage declined in this season. Zarya is still my most played character. Season 28 is where I reached my absolute peak, highest game, or highest SR, 3022. It's my highest SR. But it is also when I dropped all the way down to 2695. My damage made it back up to plat, other roles in plat. And the reason I dropped this much is because people stopped playing Rhine. And more people started playing Roadhog. That is the reason I blame my decline in the SR from diamond all the way down to tank, because I dropped like 300 SR in like a weekend, I think. Mainly because everyone started playing Roadhog, or like just everyone forgot how to play Rhine. Like, no one was playing Reinhardt. Neither was I. But, like, I thought I was really bad at Rhine. I didn't play Rhine. But this season was just really bad. And this is one of the reasons I hate Roadhog, is because as soon as people stopped playing Rhine in this season, I just dropped so much because I didn't have a good main tank to play with me. And in season 29, I started playing D.Va more. I finished literally 1 SR less than last season. My damage dropped to gold. Next season, climbed a little bit, but not much. D.Va again is my main. Next season, I reached a final of 25-25. How? 2 seasons ago, I was 30-22. Or 3 seasons. And then I finished 25-25. That was sad. I was sad, mad at that. And my most played character had a 53% win rate. That doesn't make sense to me. D.Va's by far my most played character, and it had a positive win rate. So that doesn't make sense how I dropped that much. But if you notice, my damage also dropped a lot. because I started playing a lot of damage too. And my aim was just awful. I lost a lot. Then 32. I climbed back up, reached 29-25. I remember going on a massive win streak this season. And then I lost again some more and finished 2700. And my damage is still 2100, which is really low for me. Then 33. I finished 27. Mostly Diva. And not a lot changed. Not a lot changed. My support dropped back into gold. So I was degressing a lot. And my damage I played more games in damage than tank starting like season 34 a couple seasons ago. I mainly played these three characters, Genji, Tracer, and Echo, all pretty equally. And I climbed all the way up to 24. Like, this was when Overwatch League, these characters were being really good, and I was playing those characters and doing really good. But my support and damage are both gold still. And last season, I climbed support back to plat, and my damage stayed around 2300, and I finished 2694 again, but I played a lot more DPS than tank. Like, I've been playing a lot more DPS than tank recently, just because I just wasn't wanting to play tank. But then, here is my last season, my last ranks in Overwatch. I hope to climb a lot in Overwatch 2. But here we go. I finished 2707 plat, this tank. It's just disappointing because I wanted to finish today 2750 or above. That way I can say I'm closer to diamond than I am to gold. Sadly that didn't happen, and I finished 2707. I also wanted to finish over 2250 in damage, but again sadly that didn't happen, and I finished 2230 in DPS. I still think I improved on DPS and am probably better damage than support. I just don't play support, so I haven't lost SR. And finished 2519 as support. And this is my final standings in Overwatch. Bunch of statistics. So, yeah. Have a nice day. I am looking forward to Overwatch 2. And yeah.